Hi friends, hope you're all doing well and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be why I have chosen to go on Ozempic to help me with weight loss. First, let's start at the beginning. As a child, I wasn't overweight. I would have had baby fat like everybody else, but I wasn't overweight. I'll insert some pictures of me as a child, maybe right here. And yeah, so I wasn't an overweight child. I didn't struggle with food. My relationship with food was healthy. I was very active and outdoors all the time. I was very busy, active child. And then I hit puberty at a very young age and I started to develop. And I put on a little bit of weight, but it was just more like thick. I became more curvaceous. And then, yeah, I started doing drugs at a very early age. I was about 11 when I first started smoking weed. And then quite quickly that turned into delving in with other drugs. And then, yeah, I struggled with drug addiction all my teenage years. And near the end of my addiction, I was struggling health-wise, and I lost a lot of weight, and I was malnourished. So I had to make the decision, with the help of my family and friends, to go to rehab when I was 18. And one thing they did in rehab was they fed us a lot of food. Like, I mean, a lot of food. I mean, we had big breakfasts, then we had a snack, then we had a big lunch, then we had a snack, then we had a big dinner, and then the chefs there would leave us a bunch of food to eat after dinner. And since, you know, we were going through a lot of traumatic things during our courses, because we would go to the center during the day and do all the emotional, traumatic work, working through our traumas and learning about how to cope with our addiction and how to remain in recovery after rehab. And so, you know, we're emotional, we've got all this food, we're malnourished, so they're trying to feed us a lot. So naturally, all of us really at the rehab ate a lot of food, and I gained weight. I was there for 30 days and I gained quite a bit of weight in that 30 days. And then I went home and I relapsed, and I lost the weight again, and then I went back to rehab again at 19, and the cycle started again. All this food, all this traumatic work, we're emotional, I'm eating a lot, I'm gaining a lot of weight at rehab. And then after that, because I had a really scary time with my addiction after I relapsed, I was basically terrified to go back to my drug of choice. So I pretty much stayed clean. I then turned a drug addiction into a food addiction, and I developed binge eating disorder, and I struggled with that basically from ages 19 up until right now, till 35. And I did lose weight on and off throughout the years. I did Weight Watchers, and I lost about 60 pounds the first time I did Weight Watchers, and then I gained the weight back, and then I did Weight Watchers off and on at least like 10 times. I did any kind of diet. I did exercises. I joined the gym. I took aquafit classes. Like, I really, really struggled between trying to get healthy and trying to conquer this binge eating disorder that I had developed. Now, another thing that played into my weight was after I refused medication, antidepressants. My doctor, my psychiatrist, adolescent psychiatrist, who I saw since I was 14, wanted me to go on antidepressants and anxiety meds because I struggled a lot with that, which was kind of why I used drugs, because it was my way to cope with depression and anxiety and bring myself out of my shell and make friends and be more social. And so I didn't want to take antidepressants, and then I finally agreed to them when I got out of rehab. And so I've been on numerous different types of antidepressants and anxiety medications, all which led to me gaining a bunch of weight. So that was another factor to me gaining weight. And then I developed chronic Lyme disease when I was 21, which gave me a bunch of symptoms, sorry about that, the video cut off because my phone ran out of storage, so I had to make some more room. So yeah, where did I leave off? So yeah, I started antidepressants and I gained weight because of that. I developed chronic Lyme disease in my early 20s, and that made it so that like I had super debilitating symptoms on top of having debilitating depression and anxiety. So I wasn't active, and it's also an inflammatory disease, so I gained a lot of weight and inflammation from that. And then I developed PCOS, and that's when I struggled with my weight the most as well, because like it was easy to put on weight and it was absolutely difficult to lose weight. When you have PCOS, it's so difficult to lose weight. So I basically just struggled on and off with different types of ways to lose weight. I literally tried everything. I was doing my best while struggling with my mental and physical health. And then finally this year, after developing diabetes, I went on a medication called metformin, which helped me with my blood sugar. And then I learned about Ozempic, and I learned that it can help people with diabetes, help them lose weight, help them suppress their hunger, help people who have binge eating disorder, and help people with PCOS lose weight as well. So that's when I decided that this is probably the best choice for me, because honestly, getting bariatric surgery was I don't want that to be an option for me. I want to be able to try and do this the healthiest way possible, and I know that maybe taking Ozempic isn't necessarily the healthiest way in some people's eyes, but it is the healthiest and best way for me, as it can help me with all the avenues of my life that are making it difficult for me to lose weight. Now, because I started Ozempic, I'm still just trying to get used to it and the symptoms, and then I will slowly be coming off of one of my mental health medications, because it's the culprit for making me gain and have trouble losing weight, and then I will just be sticking with the one that I'm on and hoping that that will be enough. And I'm going to also do a lot of healing work. I'm going to be going to therapy, a new therapist, so that will help a lot too, where hopefully I will be able to manage my mental health as I go on this healing journey. But yeah, that's pretty much why I've chosen Ozempic. It's not like a cop-out. It's helping me with my diabetes. So either way, it is a medication that I need. And it's just a bonus that it's helping me suppress my hunger, helping me with my binge eating disorder, and helping me lose weight. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of why I've chosen Ozempic. I know it's not for everybody, but I know that maybe if weight is something you're struggling with, if you're struggling with an eating disorder, if you have any type of illness, whether it be mental or physical, that helps contribute to you gaining weight and making it hard for you to lose weight, Ozempic might be a good option for you. People who don't have diabetes are using it to lose weight, so I don't know, maybe that's something you might want to look into, but definitely speak with your doctor about it. But yeah, that's just what I've chosen for me, and I'm hoping that it works, and I'm hoping that it might, I'm not going to need it for a lifetime. If I need it for a few years just to help me develop better coping mechanisms and heal my relationship with food, then I'm okay with that. But yeah, that's my story. I tried to make it short and not long and not get too emotional about it. So yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and share this personal moment with me. It's not easy to talk about. It's, aside from my parents and my best friend, I haven't talked about this with anyone. So yeah, that's a little bit of my personal story with you. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye for now.